to you. As Claude would say, no streaming, please.
Live streaming.
Live streaming.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Dom, how'd you feel like you guys as a receiver unit played this weekend?
I felt that we played together, and every ball that came our way that we made it count. We was moving the ball efficient as an offense, and I feel like as a unit that we did what we were supposed to do.
Since you and Ra got here in the spring, how have you seen him grow as a player?
Rara grow day in, day out, from the weights, from the playbook, to just growing as a man as well, on and off the field. So I've seen him take tremendous leaps in his game on and off the field. So.
Yeah, with the offense right now, and how much of the focus is finishing those drives? You know, you'll move the ball and you'll have a field goal miss or whatever. How much of the focus is just punching the ball in the end zone so you don't have to settle for field goals?
No, for us, points are points, but we would like to finish with touchdowns. But we don't really focus on that. We just take it like one play at a time, one moment at a time. And when we get down there, whether we get a field goal or whether we get a touchdown, we happy. We know our defense gonna stop the opponent. So that's how we really look at it.
Why do you think opponents have had some success in terms of, you guys have no issue getting into the red zone with them? You get down there, it seems like sometimes, I think you settled for 3 field goals on Saturday. What's sort of led to some of those issues for the offense?
I don't really say they was issues. I would just feel like that's how the drive played out. We obviously didn't get a touchdown on some of the drives where we were in the red zone. I just feel like that wasn't an issue. I just feel like that's how the game played out. So.
Seemed like they were dialing up some pressure early in the football game. As a receiver, when you know the offense, does your clock speed up at all? Do you have to feel like you got to get open quicker at all?
No, sir. Just taking risks with all other quarterbacks. We go through all those pressures from our defense, so it kind of still times up well, and you don't really change nothing in your route or the timing because the quarterback expects you to be at this place at this time. So we kind of all was on the same track, even though they were sending pressures. Carson did a great job of recognizing pressures, making changes, making different calls, and we answered the bell when they sent pressure. So.
Can you share what the kind of the mood and mentality was when you guys going to wait in the locker room at halftime, down 14-3, being number 1 team in the nation, South Carolina at home?
The coaching staff really just said taking one play at a time, one drive at a time, one moment at a time. Do not play the scoreboard and just go out there and leave it all out there for your brothers, and good things will happen. And we got the W.
Can you walk us through your decision to transfer to Georgia and kind of what happened behind the scenes?
I had stepped out on faith, and when I came here, I feel like that they had everything I needed, from academics to football to that family-friendly environment that I'm always looking for. So that was a big thing why I chose here, and obviously how they develop players and put them in the league. So with a great coaching staff, great nutrition staff, just great staff all over, I felt like this was the place for me to be, and so far it's been everything that I wanted it to be. So.
Yeah, you just said everything you wanted it to be. I mean, 3 games in now, how comfortable and how relaxed are you really now, just being fully entrenched as a Georgia Bulldog?
Honestly, going out there on a game day, I'll be more excited than nervous. I'll be having butterflies before every game, not because I'm nervous, because I'm excited to play for Dog Nation, and I go out there and I lay everything on the line every game. So I go out there happy and excited that my family, that my friends, all of them can come see me play, and it's an honor to wear the G. So I go out there and I don't take that for granted.
From a player's perspective, I mean, what are the key to good halftime adjustments? How are the coaches able to get y'all to refocus and settle down and come out like y'all did the other day with such a good second half?
You kind of answered it when we've been asking your question. They just tell us to stay level-headed, stay focused, don't get too riled up, but don't get too comfortable. Go out there, play our game, play our football, play to our standard, and we'll be okay. The coach is gonna coach us up, let us know if we need to make adjustments, let us know if we need to change something, We just got to go out there and we just got to execute.
What's been the biggest challenge for you since you got here, and how did you overcome it?
My biggest challenge, probably the conditioning and just how they practice. You know, Georgia practice on a different level. Not everybody gets to see that. That was probably how they practice. I came in. I wouldn't say it was a challenge for me. It was just something that I had to get used to, and I adapted pretty quick. And you know, the Georgia Nation, they brought me in with open arms, so it was an easy process for me. So.
Down to your left with the 7:30 kick. What's game day on Saturday for you? Like, are you kicking it? You relaxing? You playing games? And when do you start to lock in for the task at hand?
That's a good question. This will be my first time playing at like 7:30 that late. That whole Saturday that you're locked in, like, you know, you don't have to be, you know, like got your mag dog face on at 12 o'clock. You know, you can kind of let your family come in, you know, kick with them, talk to them before the game. With kickoff being at 7:30, I'd probably say I start to lock in around like 4-ish. You know, probably like go to my room, listen to music, talk to my players, talk to my coaches about what we gonna do. Probably get a little stretching in and start to lock in about that 4 o'clock range until it's time to play ball.
One, what kind of music do you listen to put you in that mood? And then two, you know, now that Carson's got 3 starts under his belt, first SEC star, how have you seen him grow and develop over that time?
First question, this might shock a lot of people. I listen to R&B music. I like to be calm before the storm. I know some people, you know, they got their own flow. They might listen to like a lot of rowdy rap music. I like to listen to R&B. I like to be calm before I go out there. That's the type of music I listen to. And if you don't mind, could you repeat the second part of the question?
Yeah, just how have you seen Carson grow and develop through his first 3 starts?
I just seen him develop from how he takes control, how he goes out there with the swag. I want to call it. He's very poised, and he doesn't let a lot of stuff get to him, and he goes out there. Whatever he says, we follow, and he's been a great leader from game 1 to now. So I only see him to keep growing and keep making strides, and we're gonna follow right behind him.
Dom, you kind of touched on, you know, the Bulldog faithful, and especially now getting to play, you know, watching the Bulldog fans light up Sanford, you know, playing against South Carolina, and that crowd was rocking. What has kind of been your interpretation of them and the environment of playing in Sanford Stadium in front of the Bulldog faithful?
It's been fun. Our fans step up tremendously every time that the bell has rung, that they step up. They haven't failed us once. I continue to move forward with Dog Nation. I think Neyland Stadium, every day that I step out there, we cannot do it without the fans. So I feel like Athens is just one big family. It's not just the football team. It's the fans, the teachers, the staff, y'all. I just feel like that we are just one big family. So.
Got time for 2 more questions?
A follow-up to the Carson Beck question. I mean, being down 11 at halftime, what did you learn about him and the way that he responded in the second half, you know, coming out of halftime last week?
I'll probably come back to that. He's very poised. He was walking around the locker room from the offensive side to the defensive side, telling everybody, we got this, keep your head up, we're not out to fight, we're going to come out, we're going to take it one play at a time, one drive at a time, and we got this. And he just really stepped into that leadership role that he kind of been like the whole summer. So he just took us under his wing, and we followed.
Kirby's talked about a lot of these quick passes being kind of an extension of the run game. How much are those called at the line? And then is there a different mentality when you know you're going to kind of get that quick pass? I got to think, you know, you got to turn the juice on pretty fast, right?
When I know I'm going to get the ball, nothing really changes in my mind. I just think every time that I touch the ball, touchdown, I'm trying to get to the touchdown by any means necessary. And I feel that the quick game is a plus for us, knowing that, you know, we have a great offensive line that's going to move guys up front. Our running backs are good, so that's just another weapon for us to use moving down the field. So I feel like it's just a plus for us. So.
All right, thank you, Dom.
Thank you, Dom.
Thanks, Dom.
No problem.